Hello guys, welcome here to today's Manchester United monthly review. Manchester United have just completed March and we are now into the penultimate month of the season with April, with just 2 months left of the season to go. Well, Manchester United in March, albeit one result, had a fantastic March. It was a really fantastic March for Manchester United, apart from that Sevilla result. Manchester United played 5 games in March, winning 4, losing just the 1. And I think if you asked that at the start, I think many would have taken it. I think the game we lost was probably not the one many Manchester United fans, or you could say that one game Manchester United fans didn't want to lose. The month started off with a game away at Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace down there struggling. Manchester United trying to consolidate that second place. It was always going to be one of those sort of difficult matches for Manchester United, because these sort of teams at the bottom, they start to really play at the end of the season and fight for their lives. And we expected that from Manchester United in that game, and we fell behind. The first goal deflected from a Townsend shot. The second goal was from Van Aanholt, I think it was. And Manchester United found ourselves 2-0 down. It's been such a long time since we've seen a Manchester United side find themselves come back from 2 goals down and draw, or even 2 goals down and win the match. And that's exactly what we did. Manchester United were 2-0 down at Crystal Palace after about 55 minutes, and Manchester United came back to win the game 3-2. Chris Smalling headed in Manchester United's first. Romelu Lukaku then levelled the game with about 10 minutes to go. And then in the 90th minute, the first time Manchester United have won a game in the Premier League in the 90th minute since Marcus Rashford's last-minute goal against Hull City at the start of the last season. Nemanja Matic, for his first goal for Manchester United, he gets the ball and he unleashes a shot way out past Hennessy. It was an unbelievable finish from Nemanja Matic, and what a time! Not only in the fact that it was the last minute, but also what a time in terms of that got us the 3 points, and that was a fantastic result for Manchester United. I think if United just went there and won 1-0. I don't think many people would really, see that as a huge result, but it's just the fact that we came from 2 goals down to win it 3-2, because there's not been a lot of fighting spirit or character in this Manchester United team when we've fallen behind. When we go ahead, we're very good at keeping it, but when we go behind, it's sometimes a struggle to get back into it. So to go 2-0 down. After the Crystal Palace comeback, Manchester United had their biggest, or their second biggest rivals ever in Liverpool, who visited Old Trafford on Saturday the 10th of March, and Manchester United came out victorious. Unlike at Crystal Palace, where we started slowly and found ourselves 2-0 down after the first, after 55 minutes, Manchester United came out and they found themselves 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes, I think it was. Marcus Rashford with both goals. His first start, I think it was, for so long, and he came up and he stepped up. The first goal was absolutely fantastic from Marcus Rashford. That little sort of bit of skill to get him past Alexander-Arnold, and then that finish into the bottom corner from Rashford past Karius was fantastic. And the second goal may be slightly fortunate, the fact that it does hit Alexander-Arnold, which then takes it past Karius, but there's no taking it away. Manchester United deserved it. Manchester United were fantastic in the first 20 or so minutes, and Manchester United were 2-0 up. We could have made it 3-0 from one matter, but United went into the half-time interval at 2-0, and as I said, I was happy with that, because also we didn't really let Liverpool into the game too much. Second half, as you'd expect from a Mourinho side, when you're 2-0 up, rather than going out and exposing yourself at the back, United tried to see it out the way they usually do. Liverpool did have their chances, let's be fair, but they didn't really look too like they were worrying Manchester United up until an Eric Bailly own goal. Eric Bailly was fantastic on the game. I remember him doing that little bit of skill to get past Salah. Through that, I think it was. I can't remember the skill, but it was incredible. Eric Bailly had a fantastic game. Unfortunately, somehow he managed to put the ball in the back of the own net. I think it was Mane who crossed the ball in. He tries to clear it, gets his feet entangled, and he ends up putting it into the back of his own net. And ultimately, Liverpool have got one back. The game went from 2-0 to Manchester United, and a game which looked like Manchester United were going to, see out comfortably. To suddenly game on, and when it went 2-1, I just thought, oh, here we go. Liverpool are now going to come out. United are going to struggle. It's going to finish 2-2. I could just see it happening, but Manchester United did really well to really nullify that threat. Mohamed Salah, no taking it away, he's had a fantastic season this year, but he was missing in this game. He was completely missing. Ashley Young did a fantastic job on him. Marcus Rashford had a fantastic game. Just overall, it's a really good performance for Manchester United and fantastic result as well, because United were second, Liverpool were third at the start of this day. So that gap has gone even bigger between those two sides, and that was a big result, not just in terms of beating a top six side, not just in beating Liverpool, but also by beating the team who are nearest to us in that second place. After that result, we had the defeat of the month. As I said, we played 5 games. We won 4, we lost 1. That one defeat came against Sevilla at Old Trafford in the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 game. Obviously, the first leg, as you know, from February finished 0-0. The second leg finished 2-1 to Sevilla. A brace from Wissam Ben Yedder. Quite late on, I think it was like 74th, 79th minute, those sort of times, put Sevilla in the driving seat, and when Sevilla went 2-0 up, that was game over. Manchester United then had to get 3 goals in the final 10 minutes, and United did get one, in all fairness, Romelu Lukaku from a corner, but Manchester United never looked like getting another, never looked like getting a third, and Manchester United bowed out of the Champions League. Really quite frustrating, because it's been such a long time since we've had a Champions League quarter-final. The year before that, as you know, we were in the Europa League. The year before that, we crashed out in the groups. The year before that, we were... did we qualify the year? I don't think we qualified the year before. It's been such a long time since we've gone far in the Champions League, and I was really hoping we were going to go far this year. Maybe not that far. I didn't expect Manchester United to win it. I just wanted to go far. I wanted to compete against the best. The whole point of the Champions League is you're playing against the best. You're playing against the elite. You're playing against your Real Madrid. You're playing against your Bayern Munich. You're playing against your Barcelonas, your Juventuses. But obviously Manchester United ended up going out after playing CSKA Moscow, Benfica, Basel, and Sevilla, and it's just like, those aren't, for me, those aren't Champions League sides. Those are sides who you would expect to play in the Europa League, and for me that was quite frustrating, because as I said, I didn't expect United to win it. Obviously we're in it to try and win it. I don't expect United to win it, but obviously whilst you're in it, you always believe. But the whole reason why I like the Champions League is because you're playing against these bigger sides, and we didn't really play against a big side, and it was frustrating to bow out against Sevilla, because it was also the performance. The performance was just not good enough for Manchester United. I was watching it and I was just really frustrated, because even at 0-0, when it was heading to extra time, even at 0-0 where United just needed 1 goal and they were through, it was just like, why are we... it was like we're holding ourselves back. We went to Sevilla, and okay, yeah, you could say I was happy. I was happy when we got the 0-0 away to Sevilla. But you could say, going away to Sevilla, we went there, got a 0-0. Okay, we didn't get the away goal, but we stopped Sevilla from beating us. All we now need to do is beat Sevilla at Old Trafford. And on the performance of what happened in Seville, you thought United would go and beat them at Old Trafford. And I think maybe the players had that fixed in their mind. Maybe the manager had that. Or maybe just overall the tactics, or the players had an off day. But either way, it just looked like United were holding back. It didn't look like United wanted to go at Sevilla. You know what I mean? When you look back at that Liverpool game, and when you look back at the Swansea game, just compare that to the Sevilla game. There was just no attacking attempt from Manchester United in that game. Marouane Fellaini had a chance, Lingard had a chance, but there really wasn't that many chances. And for Manchester United to go out in the Champions League like that was frustrating. Sevilla, they're a good side. Let's not face it. They're not like some really bad side. Sevilla are a good football side. And you imagine they will do fairly well against Bayern Munich, but my point is, it's just not good enough for Manchester United to play against a team like Sevilla in that way. Because I know that if Manchester United actually had a go at Sevilla, if Manchester United went at Sevilla, if Manchester United actually played with attacking intent, got their good players on the ball, if Paul Pogba started over Marouane Fellaini, Manchester United could have won that game. Manchester United could be in that quarter-final against Bayern Munich, but instead it's Sevilla. It was just such a strange one for me, because as I said, when you've got Paul Pogba, one of the best midfielders in the world, our best outfield player, you could say, sitting on the bench. Why is he sitting on the bench when you've then got Marouane Fellaini? It's not like he's even an informed Marouane Fellaini. He's just come back from injury. Marouane Fellaini isn't the type of player to play against a team like Sevilla in the Champions League, especially when he's just come back from injury, especially when you've got Paul Pogba sitting on the bench. Why did it take so long for Martial to come on? Why did it take so long for Mata to come on? It was just so negative. It was so negative. Manchester United clearly obviously went into that game thinking, we will win this game. And until Sevilla got that opening goal, and what a goal it was from Ben Yedder. So it was a really frustrating result for Manchester United against Swansea, because not only did United go out of the Champions League, not only did we go out to a team which United were seen as favourites in, but also it was because of the fact that we had such a positive result in the first leg, and it set us up so nicely for the second leg. So many fans were confident, and it was just like, nah, it didn't happen. But it was also frustrating because it was like, what if we had played like this? What if we played that? And it was a really frustrating night for United. And it really put that sort of sense of negativity in the air. And it was really frustrating because it was also when United were hitting their stride, having won 3 games against teams like Liverpool, Chelsea, and obviously coming away with a 3-2 win away at Palace after the position we found ourselves in, 2-0 down. So it was really frustrating to get that result, but it was all about how United responded, to see if there was that character in that squad. And okay, yeah, we did come back and we beat Brighton 2-0 in the FA Cup quarter-final. And okay, yes, that set up a semi-final against Tottenham, which is coming up in April. But Manchester United, when we say response, we didn't just mean win. We meant see a good performance. We didn't see a good performance. It wasn't a good Manchester United performance. But at the end of the day, we went through. And that, for me, is, I'm not going to say all what matters, but in a cup game, that is what mainly matters. And at the end of the day, we're through to the next round. Brighton, for the second time at Old Trafford this season, actually played quite well. Gave United a few worries, but it was never really an uncomfortable night for Manchester United. It was just sometimes maybe a few nerves, but I think the defence did quite well, and it was an all right performance. Manchester United on a snowy sort of weird Saturday night performance, but overall it put us through to the next round, and some will say that's all we've got to play for. The Premier League's all wrapped up, the Champions League we're out, of the League Cup it's done, so it's basically just the FA Cup, and we will pursue the FA Cup in the next month, where we play Tottenham Hotspur in the semi-finals in April. And then the month finished off on the final day of March the 31st, where we played Swansea at home after the international break, which was really long, but also probably good for Manchester United. United came out at Old Trafford, scored twice within 20 minutes. Romelu Lukaku getting his 100th goal in the Premier League, making it 1. And then the second came from Alexis Sanchez. How we needed that. How Alexis Sanchez needed that. He scored that goal against Huddersfield, but you could say, well, he couldn't really miss. He missed the pen and it came straight back to him. This was a proper Alexis Sanchez goal. Fantastic run, finding the feet, fantastic little shot into the corner. And Manchester United won the game 2-0. It's a shame maybe we didn't add a few more, to be honest with you, but at the end of the day, we won the game 2-0. We got the job done early. We saw the game out. We got a clean sheet. We got 3 points. We continue in that shape or form. And again, that was enough for me. I was happy with it, but I was really happy to see Alexis Sanchez goal, and it was quite a nice way to end the month. As I said, when you look at it, 4 wins in 5. As I said, when you look at it, 2-0 down against Crystal Palace to win 3-2, a win against Liverpool, a win against Brighton to set up an FA Cup semi-final, and a win against Swansea to keep that second place at the moment. I think you'd have to say it's been a good month. It was only that one defeat against Sevilla, that one Champions League exit, that one night, which really put March on a sort of sour note. But when you look at it in the bigger picture, I think you have to say it was a good month for Manchester United, except for that Sevilla result. So thank you for watching this monthly review. We'll be back for one when April comes to its conclusion, and then obviously we're into the May, where there's only a few games left. But thank you for watching. Obviously April starts with an absolute mammoth clash against Manchester City, where Manchester City can actually win the league if they beat Manchester United. Oh my God, please United, just do not let that happen. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. We'll see you for many more, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.